Hello, welcome back to my bench. As you might suspect, I have several sources of audio that I use for testing various kinds of equipment for radio stations, like the 52080s and that kind of stuff. And I just thought I'd do a little test and see which one of my sources is the best. And I didn't really know until I went through it, and I thought I'd show you guys. We have several sources. The first one we're going to look at is this Hewlett-Packard 204B, old venerable guy, set up for about 1,000 hertz. Then we're going to look at this WaveTech 50 megahertz function generator model 80, set up for 1,009 hertz. And 1,009 because the third thing we're going to look at is the output of this Motorola communications monitor, which has a modulation output of 1,000 hertz right there. And we're going to finally take a look at the output of this FY3200S dual channel arbitrary function signal generator that I have replaced I put an isolation transformer in it, so it's isolated from the line, but that made no difference on the output and how clean it was or anything. So, and that one I can actually pull up on the screen for you to show you what it's doing somewhere. Let's see, function. Where'd you go? Here you are. There. So it is set up at 2.4 volts at 1,000 hertz. All right? And we're going to read them all on the 332A distortion analyzer from Hewlett-Packard. So it's that's how we're going to read them. Everybody is set up putting out as close to the same power as I can make it. If I can get here, we'll show you real quick how that works. We'll plug it into the... okay, I put it into the HP 204B. And we're going to put it up here on set level. Level is set right where it's supposed to be on that +2. Where that one, the difference is absolutely minimal. And then you put it over on distortion. Let's put it over on voltmeter. And I show you what I'm set at. Right now, this is on 1 times 10. So it's real close to 0. I mean, real close to 0 dB, which is where I want it. Okay? So now let's turn it to distortion. And crank it down until we start to get some decent needle movement. Tweak it just a little bit over here with the frequency. And with the balance control, we are on 1% distortion for the meter, which would give us about 0.4. So and this thing's been on for a couple hours now, so is the generator. So we got about 0.4% distortion coming out of the 403B. Alrighty. So let's take this and put it up onto here, and we got that one set, like I said, at 1,009 hertz, and it is set up real close to output level. Yep, I mean real close. And we'll start cranking down our here. A little bit of a tweak on our load, balance, and a little bit of a tweak. Okay, I mean, we're talking hertz here that I'm changing. So now we're on, 0.3%. So 0.3%, we're looking at about 0.25. So we're looking at 0.25%. All right. So now let's take it off of here. Put it down onto here. And come back over here. Check our level. Oh, something got tweaked. Let's take our level back again. To right there. And go for distortion. Alright, we're on, 1%. Tweak our just the tiniest bit. Make sure our balance is right. Okay, so the best I can do coming out of that guy, we're on the 1%. The best I can do with that is about 0.56. So 0.56% distortion. All right, and then our last one that we're going to test is the arbitrary function generator, the FY3200S. All right, so we'll go back over here. I can see what I'm doing. We'll check for level, dead on, distortion, and play with the frequency just the teeniest bit because I can't get these all perfect, and our balance. So what do we got? We're on 0.3% distortion, and we're reading about 0.125. 0.125 with a little jump in it there periodically up to about 0.135. So, the winner, that guy. Believe it or not, the winner is that little arbitrary function generator from China. It really does a very nice job. If I'm very, 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 very careful, I can get down by matching outputs and inputs and everything very well. I can get down to about 0.2, 0.056, 0.05, somewhere around there. But it takes real care and playing around with them. But that's not what I'm usually doing. Usually I just hook them up, put them on the burn-in bench, let them go for hours to days, and see if anything changes as far as distortion goes, and if it doesn't, I call it good. So, there you go. There's my what I use for my audio outputs and how good they line up with the distortion meter, distortion analyzer. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe and hit like if you like these kind of videos or this one, and don't forget, I've got a Patreon channel now. If you feel like contributing to my hobby or what I'm doing, please visit Patreon. And I also have just recently put all of my videos up on Odyssey. That's Odyssee, Odyssey, AERV blog. It's Odyssey at AERV blog, the @ sign. And all my videos are up there too. So, hey, thanks for stopping by. And till next time.